You said something about, not like people my age, compare ourselves with like others. And you said something about like stick to your lane and like don't do that. Recently I've been going through that because I take dance lessons, going there since Feb, I think. And, we've recently had this showcase and I mean, okay, I've really been into dance since I was a kid. Like, you can ask Carlton. And, but I'm never really been like, oh, so amazing. I always thought I was in my head, but then in real life, I don't think I am. And then recently, I've been comparing myself a lot. I want to do this, like what you're doing, but like I'm so body conscious at the same time. Like, I look myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, but I'm doing this step, but am I doing it right? Like, I mean, and do I look good doing it? Because I see my choreographer. She's doing it so amazing. She looks so bomb. And I can't be her, but I want to be her.
Right.
And it's like, I want to be that, but I mean, it's just not happening. I try everything, but it just doesn't work. So that really stuck to me.
We are naturally, as humans, so prone to compare ourselves.
Yeah.
I want to use, as soon as you were saying all of that, I was thinking of Beyonce, right? She is the ultimate performer of all time.
Yeah,
everyone absolutely loves her. But when you see Beyonce on stage, you think everything she does is perfect and amazing. But she's actually pulling these funny faces and she her body isn't in the right position when she's dancing. But the reason people think it's perfect is because she oozes so much confidence and conviction in everything that she does. Like, I can come in here and I can sit down and I can promise you in 1 minute convince you that I am the best horse rider in the world, because I'm going to say it and speak it with such conviction that you're going to believe me. And you won't believe anything else but that. So I believe it comes with that conviction and that confidence in you. I wouldn't even compare it to perfection, because I'm not sure there is such thing as perfection. What you think your teacher, for example, is doing is perfect. Imagine they might go home at night and think, I really wasn't that good today.
Yeah, I never thought of that, honestly.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Because we're all human, right? We all go home, we doubt ourselves all the time. And I would just say, like, do you practice at home, and do you like record yourself at home?
I used to. I haven't done that, which is weird, for a very long time. I mean, I've had this spark, this grit for dance, and I watched like choreographers like Matt Stefanina and all these amazing people. But I had once had this like, this idea, okay, let me just start like a channel on Instagram. So I started this dance cover channel. I did 3. That was it.
Yeah.
And it was like it was like bad quality videos. Don't look for it. Please don't go home and look for it. But yeah, I mean, I did that for like just a short period of time. And then okay, this is like these few months since I've been going for NKD Studios. I mean, I've never actually recorded anything. Platform that they've created, it's like, you can like go to their studio and you can like do your own content. It doesn't have to be something that they choreograph. Anything you want, because they're like a content creation and dancers. You know what I mean? Like them themselves. So they have that, but I haven't done that. I want to do that now, but I don't have the confidence to, because of the way I look in front of the camera. And it's like, do I have that with the facial expressions and everything? It's like, I don't have that. No, I don't see it. Like, others do it, but I don't. You know what I mean?
But like, even your teachers, for example, they had the inspiration. They must have had inspirations above them, right?
Yeah.
That they looked up to, that they thought were amazing. But they're not doing it exactly the way their teachers did it.
Yeah.
They've added their own flair, their own kind of personality to it. Your personality is so different to your teacher's personality. So whatever it is that you are, you have your own little, flair. Your own little flair to it. Just like, for example, if I'm hosting a stage for MasterCard, yes, I'm there to represent MasterCard, but I'm still putting Nimi Mehta on there. Yeah. You're still putting your own flair. And I think the more that, and I want you to go back to recording yourself.
Okay.
The reason I said that is because you need to get more and more comfortable with seeing yourself. It might not be great, first time, second time, third time, 100th time, but don't stop, because each time you're improving and you don't realize you are, even if you're not improving, what's happening naturally is your body is accepting and your mind is accepting that this is me. This is my style and this is what I put off. Yeah, it's not perfect. Yeah, it's not like Nidhi's. Like, it's not amazing. But this is Abigail and this is what it should be. Just keep recording yourself.
This is how it should be.
This is how it should be, because I'm in my own lane and I'm not looking left or right. That's cool what you're doing. That's amazing what you're doing. I really respect it and I love it. But what I'm doing makes it all unique because it's me. No one else can do what you do because it's you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So just don't give up, I would say.
See, since you told me that, I'm gonna really think about. I mean, not think about it. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
think
right.
about it. Just do it.
Don't
Rip
think
off the
about it for a
Band-Aid.
second. It's like I want to just get the exposure. Like you said, you want to be in the building, just see it.
Yes.
You don't have to do it. Like work your way from down. And I wanted to do that as well.
I think that there are different lanes, and like English, there's so many prominent opportunities in English, right? Even in Hindi, by the way. Like me being in the Channel 4 radio studios, we've got about 5 radio stations in there. 1 Malayalam, 1 Hindi, 1 English. There's so many that language is not a thing anymore, right?
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't say that, but I'm so glad you brought up the exposure thing, because I say this at every school I go to. So many kids say to me, I want to make it in media. Yet not one person reaches out to me on Instagram, on anything, to ask me if they can, be a volunteer at the TV studio or get an internship at the radio. Not one person ever does that. Only they DM me after I've gone to the school and after I've spoken to them. Then they're all up in my DMs.
Yeah,
but,
I get that. Yeah.
But you won't believe it. At radio, we were like, we need an intern, and there's no who can we find? Do you know anyone? Do you have anyone? And we'd all be like, no, we don't know. But I agree that it's up to these institutions to also create programs to allow individuals. But how I actually got into Channel 4 originally, years before I'd even got the job, I went onto their website, found their email address, and just emailed them my resume and CV. That's all I did, and they remembered me all these years later. So I would suggest that, now you're sitting in front of me, I can help you out now, and we can talk after this.
Yes.
But I like your mentality of like, 100% you need to get through the door, and hey, you might not like it, but at least you've tried it, and okay, process of elimination, that's out.
Okay, a student like me or anybody can find here in the UAE, like right now, like anything radio, TV related.
Loads. Look, I think that radio is such a prominent media outlet here. It's huge. We have traffic culture in this country. Radio is above TV, I would say, in terms of listenership. But I would say that radio is just such a great place to start. You learn so much, whether you're just a work experience, an intern, you then can move into being a producer, then you can learn how to present. You're constantly shadow learning from every single person in that environment. I would definitely say radio is a great outlet to start at. And the TV is quite limited, especially when it comes to English. I think we've just started the first English show on Dubai One TV in 10 years. So there's that kind of outlet. I believe there are production companies, especially here in the UAE, who are doing these TV gigs. Like our TV show is produced by a production company in the country. So, they would have opportunities for people who are starting out to start at the first level. And I would just reach out to everyone possible. There's just, all you're going to get back is a no or a yes or a let's talk.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on this podcast. It was such a pleasure to talk to you. And, it's crazy because, like, I hope I end up being like you. One day I want to have that. I want to have, near me. But no, I want to have Abigail. Like,
You want to have Abigail.
Abigail Coelho. Just that.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
You're going to do it. You got the right mindset. So thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.